Hello everyone, I'm Vijay and welcome to Cambium Networks. So in this video, we'll walk you through the AutoVPN feature for NSE 3000. Right? Now this feature is getting introduced as part of 5.2.1 release of CN Maestro, and the NSE device must be upgraded to firmware 1.8 R7 to take advantage of this feature. Okay. Now, why do we need AutoVPN, right? So assume a multiple site deployment where you have a hub site and some remote sites, and you want to connect the remote sites or a public infrastructure to the hub site, right? So ideally, what people do is set up a site-to-site IPsec tunnel. Right? So as part of the site-to-site IPsec tunnel, they need to go ahead and configure the site-to-site tunnel on the remote side, then and do the same reverse of it on the hub side, right? And every time they add a new site, they have to repeat this process. Right? Now, the problem with this kind of configuration is that it, first of all, it is time consuming, and second, it is prone to error. Right? Now, with the introduction of AutoVPN, what we have done is we have automated the process of VPN configuration across multiple sites. So how do we set it up? So as part of the AutoVPN group setup, what we do is we just go ahead and designate site will be my hub site and which site will be my remote site, and then just specify the traffic that needs to be forwarded over the tunnel. Right now, this rest of the configuration, like what we did earlier, for example, like setting the pre-shared key, the local ID, a remote ID, those complexities is removed with the in AutoVPN group. Right? It significantly simplifies the tunnel deployment and makes it easy for established secure connectivity over a remote site. Right? Now, currently we support two types of deployment model. One is hub and spoke, and second is full mesh. So as part of the hub and spoke deployment, every spoke site forms an IPsec tunnel to the hub site. In case of full mesh, all the members of the group form tunnel with every other member in the group. Right? Now, if you take for this example, current deployment, we have a hub site at Chicago and two remote sites, Bangalore and San Jose, and these are the subnets that needs to be forwarded over the tunnel. So next step, we will go ahead and configure the AutoVPN group from CN Maestro. And once the configuration is verification step is that my Bangalore site should be able to communicate with the subnets behind the hub site, and also it should be able to communicate with the subnets behind the remote site. Right? So let's begin the configuration. So we'll log into the CN Maestro, and then we'll go to the NFC profiles, create AutoVPN, create a new AutoVPN group. So we'll say AutoVPN demo. Select the scope. Since I have put all my network under the MSP account, so I'll select that. And once the AutoVPN group is created, all that I have to do is go ahead and indicate which site will be the hub site. So currently I am using Chicago as my hub site. And as you can see, the WAN IP address of this NSE is automatically populated here. So next step is go ahead and select the traffic that needs to be forwarded over the tunnel. So add VLAN 10. Similarly, I go ahead and add VLAN 20. Okay. Now to this hub site, I need to designate the spoke site that needs to form a tunnel to the hub site. Right? So I'll add the first spoke site. So this is my San Jose. It needs to form a tunnel to Chicago, and these are the subnets that it needs to forward. So I add the first subnet, then I add the second subnet. Similarly, I add the second spoke site. So Bangalore needs to form a tunnel to the hub Chicago, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Okay. All right. Now I just need to go ahead and save this configuration. Once the configuration is saved, this will be applied to the device. It will take almost like 3 or 4 minutes for the tunnel to form. So as you can see, the status shows configuring. That means the configuration is applied. Now the tunnels are getting formed to the hub site. Just give like couple of minutes, for example, 2 or 3 minutes So I'll pause this video and then we will resume again after 2 or 3 minutes. All right. So now you can see the tunnel to both the site is up. So this is my remote site. This is the hub site. The status shows up. Similarly, this for the second tunnel, the status shows up. So once you click on this specific site, it will take you to the under the site, and it will take you to the network and VPN site. And here you can see the tunnel is in established state and installed state, and these are the subnets that is forwarded over the tunnel. Okay. Similarly, on the remote side, you can see that the tunnel is in established state. And these are the subnets that is forwarded over the tunnel. Right. Now, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check the connectivity. All right. So we can go to tools, remote, and from the Bangalore side, I need to ping the IP address on the hub side. So 172.16.10.1. Let me check the connectivity to the another subnet. All right. So both the subnets are reachable from my Bangalore side. Now let me check the connectivity from the subnet Bangalore to the remote site San Jose. Right. Ping 192.1. And the other subnet is 151. All right. So as you can see, we have end-to-end connectivity, right? Um, from this remote site to the hub site, as well as from the remote site to the other remote site, right? In the next video, what we will do is I will show you the configuration wherein we set up a full mesh hub deployment where every other site needs to have connectivity with the other members, right? So as you can see, the Autovpn configuration helps to simplify the configuration of site-to-site deployment significantly, because earlier, there was a huge amount of configuration required at both ends that needs to be set up, and every new site you add, you have to go ahead and do the same thing again and again. But in case here, all that you have to just go ahead and select the site and just tell what subnets needs to be forwarded. That's it. Save the configuration, and rest of the things is taken care by CN Master. So hope this helps for you to set up the Autovpn. Thank you for viewing this video. In the next video, we will please join me on setting up the full mesh Autovpn configuration.